Steve, was there some kind of, turning point or a moment where you felt like the defense started to click how you wanted?
Yeah, it's when Draymond showed up.
It was just immediately, huh?
Yes. Actually, I think it took him one game. I think if I remember correctly, he came back in our 5th game of the year, and that was Portland, and they blew us out. And but the very next game, he took over the game defensively. And I think if you looked at our defensive ratings, with Draymond in the lineup or since he came back, I think we're pretty highly ranked team. So it's not surprising, though. He's obviously one of the best defenders in the league, and he changes everything for us when he's out on the floor.
Kevon, how far in your mind has the defense come from, those, 2 games in the opener to now?
I think we made a big jump. The first 2 games we probably gave 130-some points, 120-some points, and we got better each game. We're starting to learn each other on that end. We're starting to become more of a unit. Guys are talking. Draymond's talking. Kelly, Wiggins are making a big impact on that end. James made a huge jump from the beginning of the season. So I think we're starting to become playing defense on the string on that side of the ball. And our goal is to be a top 5, top 10 defense, and we still a long way to go. But I think we're making the steps in the right direction. Coach always getting on us about fouling and doing the small things, but I think we're taking a step in the right direction.
When Clay is in, he's normally the guy that pressures the point guard, and that's his thing. How do you think I guess Kelly does a lot of it, but it's a little bit by committee. How is that different since you don't have just that one guy is going to be on the point guard? How have you guys adjusted?
I think we adjusted well. Kelly and Wiggins been doing a great job. And when Bates comes off the bench and Wanamaker come off the bench, they change the tempo of the game with their ball pressure, and be able to turn some guards over and do different things like that. So, Clay was one of the best defenders in the league while he was playing. He was a first team all defender caliber player. So, it's tough not having him out there, but having the length of Oubre and Wiggins out there pressuring the ball, picking up full court, turning guys has been great for our defense, and it's made it a lot easier as a big man to talk to guards through when they're putting so much pressure on the ball.
Steph, how would you characterize the improvements you guys have made on defense, especially since Draymond has entered into the lineup?
We've had really good moments. We've had, certain games where we didn't defend the 3-point line, and that cost us heavily. But for the most part, our identity in terms of making teams take tough shots, being better communicating on switches and different coverages that we have, that's important. And just it's a commitment every night. Even when it doesn't all the way click, you might have certain segments of the game that you can create momentum or, really blow a lead out the water and win a game, with just the talent that we have on the defensive end. Obviously, Andrew and Kelly have been awesome. Andrew, especially in terms of, protecting the rim. At the guard spot, it's pretty crazy how he's been able to do that. But like you said, Draymond being the anchor, Loon coming in, doing his job. Wise is picking up, things in terms of, where he needs to be on the floor and verticality. We obviously have things we got to work on in terms of rebounding and fouling. It seems like if we don't foul and we get, it's a one-shot possession, our field goal percentage is really, really strong. So those 2 things we got to correct and we can get to another level.
You don't sound too you sound like there's still plenty of room to go, even though I think you're tied for 10th in defensive rating, which is kind of where you guys just said you wanted to be. You still sound like there's room to grow, a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, it's just sustaining that for longer stretches of time. Over a course of a week or 2, playing a lot of different lineups and different schemes and, different threats at different positions, being able to maintain that consistency. But we still foul too much. And so if you're being picky, that's something that we can definitely get better at, because that'll help our offense too. Not going against set defenses and keeping the flow and the pace of the game where we want it.